Howard to the face-off circle, pass in front for Greasy, scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals hockey is brought to you by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, and Hermanson Endodontics.
Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons. John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournament.
Oahe Caps hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics.
Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of game record in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime.
Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to the Expo Center as we are getting set for a puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins here in our varsity contest this evening, the final game of our long weekend here at the Expo Center, as the Caps are going to be looking for their first win of the weekend. The first time that we're here, the Expo Center, the varsity team trying to get their first win. The girls fell on Friday to the Mitchell Marlins. The Caps fell to the Brookings Rangers. Boys varsity team fell yesterday to the Brookings Rangers, and now here today, the Caps are looking for a win against the Mitchell Marlins. We'll talk about the girls team. They're in Huron today. We'll have updates from there, and we'll tell you about that game as we go along here in the pregame show. We'll also talk about the rest of what's going on around the states here for today. Caps are at 7-3 coming in this season. The Mitchell Marlins picked up their first win of the year on Friday when they knocked off the Huron All-Stars and scored 12 times in that win. They won 12-2 over the Huron All-Stars, and they nearly doubled their point total in that game, in their goal total, almost doubled their goal total in that game as they outshot the Huron All-Stars 39-20 and had multiple guys with multiple goals in the game. Tanner Pites as well as Parker Denny each had 2 goals. Josh Grostedier had 1 goal coming into the game. He finished with a hat trick. He's up to 4 goals now in the season. Drake Yerke, he made 19 saves on 20 shot attempts in the win for the Mitchell Marlins, who are 1-6-1 on the season. They do have a tie with the Sioux Center Storm. That is their only point so far, just 3 points so far in 8 games of this regular season as the Caps and Marlins battle here this afternoon. A little bit later than start time. If you're joining us at 4 o'clock thinking that was going to be the start time, well, a little bit behind schedule throughout the entire day, so the JV game just concluded not too long ago, and we are getting close to puck drop here. We're just about maybe right around that 20-minute mark away from the game beginning here between the Oahe Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins. Carter Scholes will be in net here after Kieran Duffy had the game last night. What the Caps like to do is if goalies play back-to-back games, it's on different weekends. They don't play back-to-back games really ever in the state in the regular season. The state tournament would be the only time that maybe one of those guys gets a back-to-back game. But for the Oahe Capitals, they have Carter Scholes in net after Duffy played well yesterday, gave his team a shot. A couple of breaks didn't go their way, and both offensively and defensively didn't go their way. And the Oahe Capitals did fall 4-1 to the Mitchell Marlins. The Brookings Rangers last night, and will have a chance to beat the Mitchell Marlins here this afternoon. We'll hear from head coach Steve Steele in the Weatherall Coaches interview coming up in just a little bit. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with special imaging and the operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pier.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pier, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pier, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pier say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele for the Weatherall Coaches interview. Tough loss last night, 4-1 to the Brookings Rangers, but today you get the Mitchell Marlins, who they did score 12 goals last Friday, but more importantly here today, you get a chance to quickly get that loss out of your mind and go for a chance for a win against Mitchell.
Yeah, and we felt like we played a really good game yesterday overall. I think we had a lot of positives to take out of the game. The biggest thing when you play a team like Brookings, it's just really so hard to get anything in the net on is, we need to find a way to score some goals and build some confidence of finishing again. So hopefully we can do that here today.
And you go back to the first game of the season when you guys played this Mitchell Marlin team, scored 9 goals and found the back of the net a lot in that win. Obviously, you want to try and see that again, but how do you make that happen again?
I think a lot of it is still doing a lot of the things that we're doing to get to those highest traffic areas. Again, a lot of it's just finding the confidence to shoot the puck into the net, and I think that's a little easier when you mentally are not playing a team that you're like, gosh, this team doesn't give up goals. You kind of put that wall in front of yourself where you don't have that when you're not playing a team like Brookings. So, I think from that end, hopefully mentally our guys come out focused and, with that confidence to put the puck in.
The biggest thing, too, is from that first part of the year, you weren't getting that second and third line scoring, and the last couple of weeks, that's been more and more, so that's probably another opportunity for these guys to increase their confidence and go for goals here today.
Yeah, and I think we've come a long way, in building that depth of that third line and mixing things up a little bit. And defensively too, so I think that all the way around, I think everybody's been skating and passing and playing with a lot more confidence. If there's been one thing, we just necessarily haven't been quite finishing with confidence. So, top to bottom, I think we'll see that here today.
This is after a game last night. Again, what was frustrating, and it's always frustrating to lose, but maybe things happened in that game that were a little bit more extra frustrating. So that can maybe pose a problem going into today.
Yeah, and guys just got to clean the slate from yesterday, not worry about anything that happened, and just do everything they can to focus on what's in front of us, focus on Mitchell, and going one period at a time.
Carter Scholes will get the start in net. He played well against Brookings last Sunday. What do you expect from him tonight?
Again, he'll be locked in. He's had, again, we talk always about having those 2 goalies for these weekends, and having Carter having all week to watch that Mitchell game back and understand where their pressure is coming from, how they're going to attack, where they're going to shoot, and who are their shooters. And he's done an outstanding job of doing that all week, and I know he's ready to go.
This is your last game for up until you get next weekend off. So this is your last game through that next weekend. Guys, you maybe talk about empty the tank a little bit more tonight?
Definitely. We know that we've got a little bit of a break after this. So, we don't need to try and save anything, spare anything. It's going to be kind of that natural midway break. I think this is game 11, I think, instead of 10, but it's right about the halfway point. It falls at a good time and kind of a good time for us to just put everything out there and then kind of refocus and, get ready for the second half.
What's it going to take to beat Mitchell here again today?
Confidence shooting the puck. I think that's the biggest thing. We got to play exactly the way we've played the last couple games. Just find a way to put it in.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Thursday, it's girls and boys basketball doubleheader action on Country 95.3 FM. The Sully Butte Chargers will host the Miller Rustlers. These contests are always spirited, and this matchup should be no different. The girls will go first with the tip-off at around 6:15, with the boys' game to follow. The Miller Rustlers and Sully Butte Chargers basketball doubleheader action Thursday night on your home for Charger Sports, Country 95.3 FM, PearCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here inside the pregame show as the Hawaii Capitals and Mitchell Marlins are set here in just about 7 minutes or so. We'll get things underway as the Caps are looking for their next win of the season, which would put them to 8-3 on the season. The Mitchell Marlins, they won on Friday, their first win of the season, and they're looking for their opportunity to pick up their second straight win of the year. The Marlins won 12-2 on Friday against the Huron All-Stars for their first win. And for the Hawaii Capitals, they've lost 2 in a row. It's unfamiliar territory for the Hawaii Caps. It's been a while since they've had dropped 2 in a row. That didn't end the season for them. And the Caps right now are looking to end that 2-game losing skid and get back in the win column, as yesterday didn't go the way they were hoping for, but Carter Sanderson picked up his team-leading 16th goal from Ashton Grease on his team-leading 18th assist of the year. Both those guys are near the top of the respective categories in the States with their goals and assists. But the Caps here today will have Carter Scholes in net. Carter Scholes so far, he is 2-1 the season with a 2.91 goals against average and 873 save percentage. He and Duffy both have a shutout to their credit so far on the season. As the great thing, one of the cool things about this Capital team with 7 wins so far, that Duffy's got 3, Carter Scholes got 2, Colin Lee's got 2 wins. So they've had 3 goalies with wins so far in the season. Obviously, 2 of those are seniors in Duffy and Scholes, but Lee, the junior, opportunity to be able to play some varsity hockey and will be taking the reins next year. But a good spot to see that Lee has gotten those 2 wins in his 2 varsity contests when he played against both Yankton and Huron to pick up those wins. He's got a 1 goal against average. He allowed 1 goal in each of those 2 games against Huron and the Yankton Bucks. But here today, Carter Scholes is back in net. He's looking for his 3rd win, potentially even his 2nd shutout if he's able to get that 3rd win. And the Mitchell Marlins, who were shut out the last time the Capitals played, the 9-0 win for the Oahe Capitals the last time these 2 teams played, which was the very first game of the season for the Caps. It was the 2nd game of the season for the Marlins, but it was the first game for the Caps. They open up with a 9-0 win, and they're looking to do the same here before they have an extended period of time of a break. You know, they have the Christmas break that everybody has, but the Caps have the weekend off next weekend. We talked with Coach Steve Steele just a little bit ago about maybe emptying the tank here today because you get a full weekend to rest and recoup and get ready for that stretch run at the end of January and through February. As the Caps right now sitting at 7-3, needing a couple big wins, and will need to maybe get one back from Rushmore coming up here in a couple of weeks as well. Whenever that is the other team that has beaten the Caps so far on the year. We'll step aside one more time here, and when we come back, Puck Drop is for you next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Friday night, the Governor girls will be at the Court Palace to face the Mitchell Colonels, and KCCR will be there for the call. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me on Friday night as the Pierre girls will have its first ESD matchup of the season as they travel out to Mitchell to face the tough Colonels. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 o'clock. The Pierre Governors and Mitchell Colonels, Friday night girls basketball on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube to watch at KCCR Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back as we will pause here and keep it here for the playing of the national anthem. We are set here for hockey this afternoon as we are just a little bit behind schedule, but we've got hockey for you nonetheless between the Mitchell Marlins and the Oahe Capitals. John Winkler here on this Sunday afternoon. Spencer Kelly back at the station here on at Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The starting lineups for the Mitchell Marlins first, Tanner Pints and Mick Daly of the two forwards along with Parker Denny. Those three forwards, and then it'll be Daniel Loftman and Ashton Reimnitz. The two defensemen, Drake Yerke is in nets for the Mitchell Marlins. For the Oahe Capitals, it is Ashton Grease, Carter Sanderson, and Jaron Beck. Sanderson scored the goal. Grease got the assist in the only goal that was scored in the game for the Caps yesterday. And then it is Jaden Floor and Keenan Howard on defense with Carter Scholes in net. The opening faceoff is won by the Mitchell Marlins as we're underway here on this Sunday afternoon. As the Marlins will dump it in, Mick Daly will throw it in the zone. Parker Denny chasing. Jaden Floor is able to touch it along, trying to get up for Ashton Grease, but it is played back by Denny. And from the near side boards, the Floor fans on a pass attempt, but Grease throws it over for Sanderson, who is able to get it to the blue line, but then poke checked away. Now Grease, he'll carry it in onside to the top of the face-off circle and around behind the boards it goes, or behind the net goes around the boards. And Keenan Howard at the blue line is able to try and stick it along. The Marlins have it, but Sanderson back again. There's a hard shot by Sanderson that goes over the nets of Yerke. And here for the Marlins, trying to flip it out of their zone. Unable to again by Ashton Reimnitz. And then flipped off the glass, off the skate of Keenan Howard. It held the zone for a moment, but it now will be taken away by Daly, who will flip it out of the zone. Jaden Floor pass. That one is turned over. The shot went wide. There's another chance from Will Elstrand that goes over the cage. And it'll come back around. Here's Jaden Floor on a backhand pass. That one's flipped over. Elstrand now at the blue line. Chipped out by Grease, and now he's going to try and attack 1-on-2. Lost the puck. Grease gets run into. Barrett Schweitzer comes on the ice, trying to poke it along farther, but it's taken back by Elstrand and the Marlins. Good stick from Dre Burns. Turned over at the blue line. Elstrand back in the corner. Flips it through in front of the slots. And now it's the Capitals again turning. It's a pass from Andre Carbonneau, and now the Capitals with Keller Herman at the blue line. They're offside, and we get a whistle with 15:05 to go here in the first period. No shots for either side here through the first near 2 minutes of this one. And it'll be a face-off just outside the blue line from the neutral zone as Keller Herman will take it against Tanner Pites. That top line for the Marlins are back out. Here's Carbonneau off the face-off win from Herman. This pass looked like it might have been intended for Beestrom, but maybe a stick got in the way of it, and it was turned over. Parker Denny is in. Long shot from the blue line. Goes wide. Bounces, come back in front, and Scholes makes the first save. The second chance, and a couple of swats at Scholes, and we get a whistle here with 14:46 to go. And I believe maybe cooler heads are going to prevail on this one. Garrett Arnold was in. I think maybe taking a couple extra shots, trying to see if that puck was going to be loose on Scholes. And Carbonneau was the one to shove down Arnold. But no whistle or no call against either team. So here's Schweitzer on the ensuing face-off as he'll take it. Starts to carry it in, then he is checked, and he is thrown in the boards. Behind the nets, comes back out, Dre Burnt. Dusts it off, the shot goes high. Parker Denny now here from the near side boards. That pass goes out and in the neutral zone. It is played by the Capitals, delayed offside by the Marlins as it came into the Capitals' end. And now Burnt will escape the zone. A pass over, now Burnt is back in. Burnt and Beestrom are both in for the Capitals. Pass goes back to Beestrom. He'll wait. He'll play it back around the boards on the far side. Pass goes across for John Lyons. Lyons trying to fight into the slots. It was off of his skates, and it goes out the zone and back into the Capitals' end. Burnt will race after it. His backhand pass goes up and taken by Dotson. Dotson plays it on the rink wide pass. Beestrom, though, will take it, even though the intended target was for Burnt. Now Burnt has it again from the blue line. Pass goes across, played it perfectly for Dotson and in. That shot, maybe a pass attempt, goes off of his skates, and John Lyons here for the Capitals has it. Dotson around, behind the nets. On the back end, pass for Floor. That shot goes wide, and it'll go all the way around as Keenan Howard completes the change, but he was just getting on the ice as that puck came out of the zone. So now Howard has it from his right in front of his own cage. And now the zone it goes for Jaden Floor to take. And into the offensive end. But it's stolen away by Tyson Sabers. And there's Floor, gets an opportunity for a shot when he puts it wide over the glove side. 2 shots so far for the Marlins, none so far for the Capitals yet. Here is now Howard. He'll turn on the back end. Howard, he thought about the Michigan again, but he couldn't get the handle on it. Floor trying for a backhand shot, lost the handle of that one. And now Jaron Beck will race down to get it for the Caps as it didn't go far enough for an icing. Still no shots for the Caps, and we're 4 minutes and 15 seconds into this contest. They've had a couple of looks, but nothing on net so far. Here is Grease. He'll dump it in and around. Yerke came out to play it, but missed it. Beck will chip it, and a hard off the boards comes back for Howard. His shot, that one will be blocked again. And now here's Burns. Skates back to his own blue line. Pass across for Sanderson. He nearly turns it over, and it will be a turnover for the Marlins. But they can't find the handle on it, so now Howard and Grease along with Beck, 3-on-2 in the zone. Ashton Grease goes around one man to another man to try to stuff it in. Maybe didn't get a shot away. And it'll be flipped out and out of the zone by the Marlins all the way down, and it will be an icing with 12:01 to go. So they don't give Grease a credit for a shot, so that's still here now 5 minutes in, 4 minutes and 59 seconds into this game. The Capitals don't have a shot on goal yet. They've had looks, they've had shots, but nothing for Yerke to make a save on. With 12:01 left to go here in the first period. On the faceoff is won by the Marlins. And a quick pass up, just missing Denny. Otherwise, he might have had himself an opportunity, and they end up icing the puck. Reimnitz placed it in front of Denny, but I think Denny had his head turned to his left when the puck came to his right. And it will be an icing here against the Marlins. Another offensive zone faceoff here for the Capitals. It'll be won again by the Mitchell Marlins. Denny pushed it by Grease in the corner. Now a couple players tie up. And around it goes to the far side where Burns able to hold the blue line. Goes off of the skate, but Ryan Wadine couldn't hold the zone. Now a breakaway coming the other way. Breakaway in. Save is made from Scholes. The rebound is put back into the glove of Scholes. 2 big saves for Carter Scholes to keep this game tied. As it was Mick Daly that had the opportunity. He was all alone in front, and Scholes shut the door. 11:31 to go. 4 saves now for Scholes. No shots yet for the Capitals. Flipped up. It'll bounce. Played by Schweitzer. He might have save that puck from going into the Capitals bench. And now Carbonneau will dump it in. Yerke finally comes out to touch the puck, and he'll play it around. Back behind the net it goes by the Marlins. They turn it over at the blue line. Bird trying to chop it over. Carbonneau in front. He shot it wide. He had a wide open net. Yerke was out of position, and that might have been a rolling puck on Carbonneau as he couldn't stuff it in. So Wadeen back from his own end. From the goal line extended. The pass goes all the way out. And Reimnitz now for the Marlins. This pass for Elfstrand. This is a team that scored 12 goals on Friday. They got to be feeling the most confident they've had in probably 2 calendar years. Schweitzer gets in. He got knocked down, was able to get back up, but when he faked the shot, he ended up losing it off of his stick, and a bouncing puck goes over Burnt. He swipes at it, but can't get to it, and now Burton has it for the Capitals. Back in the offensive end. Long shot that goes off of a stick, and it goes into the nets and out of play with 10:28 to go here in the first period. 4-0 in shots in favor of the Marlins. 6.5 minutes gone by, and the Caps don't have a shot on goal yet. Carter Scholes has looked sharp with those 4 saves that he's made for the Capitals. Face-off is taken by the Marlins. Now Keenan Howard on the backhand. Bouncing puck goes into the Marlins' end. Right back out. Now Hunsley will turn and throw it in. Yerke comes out. He'll play it. Nearly drug it in front of the net with him. But instead, Reimnitz will pick it up for the Marlins. His pass for Denny instead intercepted by Daly and offside as Daly came in. And Denny couldn't toe the line long enough. And we get a whistle here with 10:04 to go here in the first period. A little bit of a slow start, a little sluggish start here for the Hawaii Capitals. Floor across for Howard. Howard into the neutral zone. Flipped back by the Marlins. Back to Howard again. He'll turn and pass it to his defensive partner in Floor. His pass for Floor off the stick of Dotson and into the zone for Dotson. His shot, there's a shot on goal, and it was a save made by Yerke. Off the blocker side of Drake Yerke. Pass trying to come in front. Bounced off a couple of sticks. Now Floor. Good pass over for Howard. Starts to carry it in, trying to swing wide. To the goal line he goes, and then from back from the corner. He'll wrap it around, trying to start the cycle here for the Capitals. Hunsley was standing in front, but Lions couldn't find the pass over to him. And at the blue line, good job by Jaden Floor to hold the zone another time. Trying to sidestep one of the Marlins players. Floor still has it. Backhand pass. Looking for a one-timer for Hunsley. And it will go out of the zone. It was from Dotson. And it will go all the way down for the Marlins for an icing. With 9:09 to go here in the first period. 4-1 in shots in favor of the Mitchell Marlins. We have no score so far. Nearly half of this period gone by. Pass. Here's Jaron Beck. Toe drag move and a shot. A quick wrister from Beck and a blocker save made by Yerke. Grease now for Sanderson. He finds it. He scores! Sanderson off of Yerke and in. And the Caps on their third shot get their first goal of the game. 8:53 to play here in the first period, and the Caps have a 1-0 advantage. Sanderson is now team-leading 17th goal of the season. And a good pass from Ashton Grease, who's got 19 assists now in the year. So Sanderson gets it from Grease. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Caps as they finally get that first lead that eluded them yesterday and last Sunday. Sanderson now for Grease. Pass goes back. Here is now Beestrom, maybe trying to go towards Grease to maybe get a deflected shots, and that will roll on its edge from the Marlins as they clear the zone and goes down all the way down for an icing. With 8:32 to go here in the first period, Caps lead at 1-0. Sanderson got the goal from Grease. 17 now in the season. 19 assists for Grease. And I think the referee telling the Mitchell Marlins they're going to make changes a little bit quicker. 8:32 to go in the first period. Face-off was won by Grease, but a bouncing puck, so Beck couldn't find the handle to it. And now back at the blue line, it is taken by the Capitals, and here's Ashton Grease over for Sanderson, able to kick it to his stick. There's Sanderson with another shot. It squeaked through Yerke, but it went wide of the net. Saved there by Yerke, but Sanderson nearly had his second in a matter of minutes. Now into the zone. Here comes Pice, trying to get a pass across. Now the bouncing puck, and Scholes has lost his helmets as Pice swung at it. But it was a bouncing puck, and Scholes was able to get the glove to it. Pice took a real hard chop at it to try and see if he can get a piece of it at all. And thankfully, Scholes is okay. Everybody's okay. Nothing was not intended for Pice to go in there like he did, but it will be an offensive zone face-off here for the Marlins. It was won by the Capitals and went off the linesman. There's a pass in front and a save made, right pad save made by Scholes off of the stick of Mick Daly. Out of the zone, though, for the Capitals. 3-on-2 in. Here is Grease trying to go in front for Beestrom. He'll turn around, his shot, and a save made by Yerke. Beestrom stepping up in the offense. Grease comes in front for Sanderson. Threw it off the side of the cage. The Marlins have it in the slot, and now out of the zone it goes. Shipped in by Tanner Pites. Here is Burns with a lot of speed from his own end and in the neutral zone. Burt carries it in the offensive end. His shot save made by Yerke. Nearly turned over by the Marlins, and they will turn it over. Fading on a pass attempt. That was Tyson Sabers. Now Grease back behind the net again. Grease will look, pass out for Howard. One-timer goes off of a body in front and goes wide. Into the corner for the Marlins. Floor throws it wide of the nets. Went off the glass, stays in play. Barrett Schweitzer able to glove it down to himself. Pass to the slot. Two Marlins players were there. They pinballed it off of each other, and then were able to clear the zone. Andre Carbonneau here for the Caps from his own end. Oh, the ice into the neutral zone for Howard. Howard nudged off the puck, but he's able to put it deep. Now he's got it again. Howard again on the back end. He'll turn. He'll throw it down from the goal line. Pass trying to go in front, and it was blocked up. And it'll be played out to the blue line, where it'll be cleared away by the Marlins. But right there again is Keller Herman for the Caps to throw it right back in. Yerke, he'll play the puck. He'll leave it. And now the Capitals, nearly a trip that could have been called, turned over again. Herman with a shot. Here is Herman. They're trying to get a pass over for Carbonneau. Good work by this line by Carbonneau, Schweitzer, and Herman. Carbonneau, pass across, looking for Herman. And it goes off of a stick. Into the corner it goes. Herman again with it for the Caps. Good job here by the Capitals, hemming in the Marlins. There's two players that go down. They allow play to continue. And a good job by Howard to block up a clearing attempt. And then fanning on another clearing attempt by the Marlins, and they finally clear it out. And it is a chance for the Marlins, and the shot goes wide by the Mitchell Marlins. That was Josh Grossteeder. He had a hat trick on Friday. Howard plays it up. Schweitzer, and make sure that everybody gets on the ice the right way. They don't want to have too many men go on the ice. As Schweitzer now, he's a long shift here for Schweitzer. He gets thrown into the boards. Here is Keenan Howard. Back. Dre Burns. He'll take it and turn. Off the boards. Played back to Burnt. Gloves it down. Plays it to a stick. And then it'll be Devin Dodson at the blue line. It is an onside play. Dodson over for Burnt. Both he and Hunsley trying to shoot the puck at the same time. Lyons throws it on net, and a left pad save made by Yerke. And then a backhander goes out of play. And we get a whistle with 4:47 to go here in the first period. It was a backhander that missed everything. So it will be a neutral zone faceoff. I think that was Hunsley that took that backhander. 4:47 left to go here in the first period. Dodson is in. His shot's blocked. Denny goes out of the zone. Pites, he'll turn. He'll carry it in. Leaves it. And it was for McDaly. That puck comes out into the front of the slot and then chipped out by the Capitals. Flipped high back in, right into the glove of Scholes. He's able to drop it and allow play to continue. That was thrown in by Denny another time. Now Burnt will try and pick up some speed. He gets the puck back. Now Burnt moves one move, back in for it. He scores! A top shelf over Yerke. And the Capitals lead 2-0. Burnt's 4th of the season. And with 4:12 left to go, the Caps now lead it 2-0. He got the puck from his own end, carried in the neutral zone, went off of a Mitchell Marlin player right back to the stick of Burnt, who made one extra move around the defenseman. And from the backhand, he went to the forehand and got it right over the top of the blocker side of Daly and made it 2-0 with 4:12 to go here in the first period. Coach Steele talking with the referee and linesman right now. Not sure what it might be about. And it will be a good goal, and the Caps now lead it 2-0 on Dre Burnt's 5th of the season. Excuse me, 4th of the season. Here's a turnover. There's a shot that was blocked up by Dre Burnt. Here is now Ashton Grease. That's knocked down. Burnt chips it out over to Hunsley. There's a shot that was actually Dodson that's on the ice, and with the shot and a save made by Yerke, or it might have been offside play, why the puck's going to go out of the zone. 3:48 left to go here in the first period. And a chance for that the second and third lines to get a little bit of extra ice time here in this game right now against the Mitchell Marlins. 3:48 left to go here in the first period. Jaden Floor after the faceoff was won by the Capitals. Goes rink wide for Howard. And Howard will pick up speed. Behind the net he goes. He'll turn back behind the nets on his backhand. Plays it back out for Floor. One times in. Yerke made the save. Saw it all the way through. Was able to make a blocker save and stick it over in the corner. The Marlins from their own end chip it out. Bouncing puck will have the distance to go for an icing. They will call an icing as Floor was close to it, but it did roll all the way through. 3:21 left to go here in the first period. 13-6 now in favor in shots for the Caps. They lead it 2-0. They were being outshot 4-0 nearly 7 minutes into this first period. And the Caps finally got a shot and finally got some goals on the board, and they lead it 2-0. Out of the zone it goes here by the Marlins, and now here's an opportunity for a breakaway. In, as Scholes made the save, and it deflected wide off of Scholes. Denny had another opportunity in the offensive end. And now the Keenan Howard for the Capitals. Carries it in the zone. Shoulders down one of the Marlins players. Howard, he's trying for the Michigan another time. He scored it once. He continues to try for it. He's got the skills to make it happen another time. Grease. Now here's Sanderson. Back for Grease. Backhander. He is knocked out. He goes sliding into the boards. Flipped up, but blocked up by Howard. And at the blue line, it's finally chipped out by the Marlins. Sanderson from his own blue line throws it over off the stick of Beck and into the zone. But the Marlins pitch it right back out. Back to Sanderson from his own end. Off the boards, good. The diagonal pass to Jaron Beck. And now the Marlins, though, have it back as they bring it into the offensive end. That is dumped in by Levi Loken. Dre Burton goes right around Loken. He gets knocked down by Elfstrand. As he got back up, Sanderson took the puck from him. And now it'll be played back out where Jay Sanderson will play it here for the Caps. Anderson will dust it off a couple of times. Now Beck. His backhander, good pass between the legs of Elfstrand for now Burnt to carry it in. Burnt trying to go through 4 different defenders. Unable to. And right back out of the zone it goes with 1:42 to go here in the first period. 13-7 in shots in favor of the Caps, a 2-0 lead here for the Caps over the Marlins. Anderson was able to fake out a couple of Marlins players. He might have faked himself out too because he almost took off without the puck. And Beck was able to dump it in, redirect it, dumping it in. Now Beck from the diagonal way of the goal, throw it in front. There's a shot from Sanderson right over the top of Yerke and in. Sanderson's got his second of the game. 1:19 left to go here in the first period. And Carter Sanderson with what seemed like a harmless shot. Yerke had no idea it was coming, couldn't see it. And Sanderson put it right over the top of the shoulders of Yerke and in. So it's now a 3-0 lead for the Caps with 1:19 to go here in the first period. Wait to see if anyone gets credit for the assists. As the Marlins, they have a lot of ground to come to make up here in this first period going into the second period. Jaden Floor in the corner. Off the boards to the far side. And it comes back around for Howard. Carbonneau gets the assist. Bouncing puck. It'll be knocked down by Herman. His first pass was deflected. He was able to get it back over to Howard. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. And then there's a trip that is going to come up to the Marlins. And they'll have our first power play of the game for the Hawaii Capitals. Schweitzer was tripped up. Okay, Jaron Beck will get the assist. He's wearing number 6. I didn't think Carbonneau was on the ice, but hey, we hand out assists. As it will be with 34 seconds to go. A 2-minute tripping penalty. And the Capitals are on their first power play here. Burt plays it across, 28 seconds left to go. Here's Beck another time on the far side. Throws it down low for Grease, back to back from the face-off circle. Good toe drag move around Grease. That pass is deflected, goes behind the nets. And the Marlins flip it all the way out here with 13 seconds left to go here in the first period. Goldhammer is the one that's charged for the trip. And with 5 seconds to go, the Capitals put it in the zone, but time's going to run out of them here in the first period. But they will take a 3-0 lead into the locker room at the end of the first. The Caps lead at 3-0 here at the end of the first period, out shooting the Marlins 14-8. We'll see if we can't get a word with one of the coaches of the Hawaii Capitals before we send you to our first intermission break. We'll see if we'll talk with Coach Steve Steele or maybe Coach John Katilnik. And we'll see. Actually, I believe we're going to talk with Carter Schultz of the Hawaii Capitals. So the Caps will talk to the goalie here at the end of the first period. As not sure he wants to do it, but he's going to do it anyway. We're going to talk to our first goalie. He's got to get all the blocker and glove off here first before we get an opportunity. Now don't take it too much there, Carter. We're gonna see what he has to say here. Wait for him to get the headset on there. All right, Carter. Well, good first period for you, and for you especially here as we talk with you. You got all 8 saves in the first period, but I wouldn't say the team was a little slow to get going, but the shots-wise for your team, they're a little slow to get going. Did it feel good to be able to kind of pick your team up a little bit in that first couple minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's good when you always have a slow start. It's good to get the team fired up somehow and get some pucks on net and turn it into some goals later on too. So,
do you like to get an early save in the game? Did you like the fact that you had 4 shots fairly quickly in the game? Does it matter to you if you get the first save in the first 5 minutes or the first save in the first 5 seconds?
I mean, I'd always like to see the first shot in the first couple of minutes. That's why I stay nice and warmed up for the game. And that first shot's always the hardest shot to save, no matter what, because you're always cold and it's the first shot, and you want to see pucks, and you want to see pucks consistently throughout the game to make sure you stay engaged.
Well, one thing that I've talked about a lot with Coach Steele, and I've always been impressed with the guys that pass the puck. And from your position, you get to the best seat in the house to see the passing go on. How much fun is it to watch those passes from your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, they really move the puck well. All 3 lines. It's good to see, especially from the back when I really just get to watch everything. Don't have to do much.
3-0 lead here, and it's for some people maybe saying time to feel comfortable, but for you, I'm sure you feel comfortable between the pipes, but not saying that this lead is safe by any means, right?
Yeah, no, you always got to stay engaged and make sure you keep your head in the game, and anything can happen at any time.
Well, any adjustments going in the second period for you or for the rest of the team?
Just keep playing our game, get pucks in deep.
Carter, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem,
Good
John.
luck in the second and third period.
Yeah, thanks.
That is Carter Scholes, who gives me the old got to get pucks in deep. I appreciate that. That is fantastic that he gave me the old cliche of getting pucks in deep. Hawaii Capitals lead at 3-0 at the end of the first period. We'll come back and we'll talk about that first period. We'll give you all the information, all the stats. Caps lead at 3-0 over the Mitchell Marlins. Back after this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Saturday, it's a matinee of boys basketball with the Sully Butte Chargers on Country 95.3 FM Sports. D.T. Meyer here. The Chargers will travel to Redfield to take part in the Pheasant Classic as they face the Langford Lions. With an 11:45 pregame, the Langford Lions and Sully Butte Chargers from the Pheasant Classic in Redfield. Catch the action at noon Saturday on Country 95.3 FM, peercountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt, assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here at the end of the first period, the Hawaii Capitals lead at 3-0 over the Mitchell Marlins. Joe Wickler here on this Sunday now evening, past 5 o'clock. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock, watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Carter Scholes said it best. Get pucks in deep going in the second period. Oh, man, that's for those that maybe not that don't know that was it was almost a challenge for everybody that talked to me a couple years ago or even last year to say get pucks in deep at least once or twice during the intermission interview. And Carter Scholes didn't let his teammates down by doing it again. But appreciate talking with Carter Scholes, who has made all 8 saves on 8 chances here through the first period. The Caps will have a minute and 26 left on the power play or less going in the second period. They outshot the Marlins 14-8. The goals in the period, Carter Sanderson got the first one. The Caps didn't get their first shot until at least 7 minutes in. And the Caps were slow to get going, but their third shot of the game went in. Carter Sanderson got his first of the game with Ashton Grease on the assist, made it 1-0. Then with 4:12 left to go, Dre Burnt got an unassisted goal as he went pretty much coast to coast to make it 2-0 on a good backhand to forehand shot and put it just over the top of Drake Yerke. And then Sanderson got his second goal. Jaron Beck got the assist, as it's now 3-0 in that top line with 4 points in 3 goals for the Hawaii Capitals. Only penalty, that is to Goldhammer. Jacob Goldhammer got the only penalty against right now. That came with 34 seconds left to go. So for a minute and 26 right now going in the second period, the Caps will have a power play. We'll come back and talk about more. We'll talk about the scores around the states here in just a little bit. And you're listening to the Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here and into the second intermission, we take a look across the states, and right now, looks like the game has gone final. The Hawaii Capitals and Huron All-Stars tie in girls hockey 3-3. The All-Stars were able to score at the 10:34 mark, so just around 7 minutes to go, they were able to tie the game up 3-3. And the Caps and All-Stars played to a draw at the end of overtime. And it is a 3-3 overtime draw for the Caps and the All-Stars. The other games for girls hockey was Aberdeen beating Yankton 5-0 and Mitchell beating Rushmore 10-3 earlier today. Over on the boys varsity side, the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, they whooped up on Yankton 14-0. The Caps lead at 3-0 right now, and Rushmore and Aberdeen will play at the Thunderdome here in just a little bit. They're scheduled to get started right around 5 o'clock. It's obviously 5:22, so they are behind schedule out there as well. Caps will have a minute 26 of the power play when we come back and start the second period. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pier.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Saturday evening, the Hawaii Lady Capitals will be in Rapid City to take on the Rushmore Thunder. This is Sports Director John Winkler. The Lady Caps will be looking for the season sweep of the Rushmore Thunder Saturday night on the road after rolling over them in the second game of the season. Coverage will begin at 4:40 and puck drop at 5 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Rushmore Thunder girls varsity hockey Saturday night on your home for Capitals hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, getting set for the second period, and the Hawaii Capitals lead at 3-0 and will have a minute and 26 seconds or less of a power play time as the Caps lead it over the Marlins 3-0. Carter Sanderson's got two, Dre Burns got the other. And we'll see if the Caps are able to extend their lead here on their first power play opportunity of the game. Minute 26 of power play, 17 minutes are on the clock. We're ready to go. Caps will move from right to left. The Marlins from left to right. We're underway here in the second period as Carter Sanderson will give it up to Ashton Grease. Grease is in. Pass back for Sanderson. Intercepted by Pites, but right back to Grease. Here's Grease that will walk it up, and a pass goes across to the point for Floor. Nearly lost the puck, but Floor now has it. Plays it over for Beck. He'll walk it in. His shot save is made by Yerke, and he's able to put the glove down and cover for no whistle or for no rebound and get the whistle. 16:39 to go here in the second period. And 1:05 left to go on the man advantage. The face-off is won. Sanderson. Howard, one-timer, he scores! And the Caps lead it 4-0. A fantastic pass from Sanderson. Grease won the face-off. Sanderson with the pass, and Howard with the one-timer. And it is now a 4-0 lead for the Caps as they score on the power play. Just like you draw it up. 26 seconds in, and Howard's got his 6th of the year. Sanderson with his 9th assist. Grease now with 19 assists on the season. One away from that 20 mark. Jaron Beck over now for Howard. Off the boards it goes for Grease, and the Caps will go right back into the zone. Grease fans on a pass attempt, but it's taken by Jaden Floor. Floor will turn. His shot save is made. Comes back for Howard. There's a shot, another save made by Yerke. And now it'll be the Marlins that'll get it out of their own end. Elfstrand is knocked off the puck by Jaron Beck, and now Beck will get a pass from Sanderson. Beck with a pass or a shot towards the net, maybe looking for a tip-in from Grease. And it goes off the stick of Yerke and into the nets. Out of play it goes. 15:57 to go here in the second period. Caps now lead it 4-0. 19-8 in shots. The faceoff will be to the left of Yerke. And Andre Carbonell will take it for the Caps. Carbonell will win the faceoff. Played in deep by Herman. And we played it out around here by the Marlins as it will be dumped in by Caden Contreras. Scholes was able to stop it. He was down as a shot on goal. And now a feint on pass attempt. And then missing Schweitzer on the pass was Herman. And we get a whistle for an icing. And with 15:34 to go here in the second period, the faceoff will be to the right of Carter Scholes. As the Marlins are going to find any way to start making their comeback here. And that'll come all the way on nets, and a quick save by Carter Scholes to cover for another whistle. And now here the Capitals around it goes for Herman. And Keller Herman up for Carbonell, back out by the Marlins. Dre Burnt swings at it as he was falling to the ice, and now to be taken here by the Marlins. There's a shot up high that Scholes is able to shrug off from Parker Denny. And now Denny trying to get another chance. It is still loose. To the high slot it goes. Cleared out of the zone by the Capitals. That was by Carbonell. Back in by Denny, and he was comes in offside as McDaly was. They looked at each other as they came into the zone offside, knowing that they were offside. 15:01 left to go here in the second period. 19-11 in shots. Face off that is taken by the Caps and thrown in by Grayson Hunsley. Yerke behind the net was able to slow it up. He played around here the near side as it'll be played out and then flipped into the zone, but off of a skate and comes right back out. Caps will dump it right back in. Yerke will tee that one up. Hard around the boards, off the glass, and then blowing a tire was Hunsley, with Beestrom. And now coming the other way, the Marlins, as they carry it in, 2-on-2 in the zone. It is going to be Levi Loken behind the net. Elstrand played out at the blue line. McCormick holds the zone. That pass goes off the side of the cage. It comes in front. There's a shot and a stick save made by Carter Scholes. That was a good look there from the Marlins. That was Josh Grosstedier. And played around again. Grosstedier taken here by Dodson. Over for Burnt. He'll turn, goes off of Dodson, and then it's dumped back in by the Marlins. Burnt will call off Beestrom to take the puck and swing around the net to the far side. Pass goes for John Lyons. Good move for one around one man. Now Hunsley catches the pass and throws it in. Yerke played over. That pass nearly taken away by Sanderson. Out of the zone. Stepping up was Beestrom. Sanderson will catch and put it down. He'll bring it into the zone, and into the corner it goes for Beck. Right back for Sanderson, but a little bit too hard for him. And now Floor overskates the puck, but Sanderson, going back to his spot, was able to keep the puck in the zone. Now here's Floor. Sanderson out for Grease. Grease is in. Over. There's a one-time chance, and Floor is denied by Yerke. And a good save by Yerke. You might have heard Coach Steele say good pass. That was a good pass from Ashton Grease. And a good look there to Jaden Floor. 13-12 to go here in the second period. 20-12 in shots now in favor of the Caps. Face off, trying to step forward, but now out of the zone it goes. And a long run here for McDaly. He's going to get to it. His shot in a glove save made by Scholes. No rebound. And a whistle with 13:02 left to go here in the second period. 20-13 in shots. 4-0 lead for the Caps. It is Sanderson with 2 goals, Burnt and Howard with the other. One-time chance from the point. That one goes wide. Good look there from Ashton Reimnitz. That pass came from Daniel Loftman. And now another chance. Pites goes over the nets. And out of the zone, Sanderson now skating backwards, able to chip it along for Beck. And Beck tried to toe drag, but he forgot to take the puck with him. And now the Marlins up the boards. Sanderson, Grease over, Beck. He got to move around, then he got taken down by Loftman. And now it'll be McDaly in for the Marlins, but Howard takes the puck away from him. He'll pick up speed from his own end. And Howard, he is tripped up. That'll be a penalty. The man lost his stick, so now the Capitals can get Scholes off to the bench. And now Howard waits. Carbonell jumps on for the extra attacker. The Caps are 6-on-5 right now, and they will give it up to the Marlins. Loftman was able to pick it up, so now Scholes will make his way all the way back, and the Caps will go on their second power play where they're 1-for-1 so far. And it will be, I believe Pites is the one that's going to go in the penalty box. And it will go for a trip with 12:03 to go here in the second period. Caps are 1-for-1 so far in the power play. Face-off is won here by the Capitals. Carbonneau at the blue line. It will eventually come out, and the Caps now will regroup into the neutral zone. Grease comes flying right back in. A shot goes ahead, hunting for Yerke, and it goes just high. Flipped up and out of the zone by the Marlins. Burnt tried to tap his stick to the ice to knock down the puck. He'll retreat to his own end. Hand it off for Sanderson. And now Sanderson will gain some speed and carry it in the offensive end as he swings wide. Into the corner it goes. Fanning on a clearing attempt, and now a second chance there for the Marlins. But they will, now we're going to have another penalty coming up against the Marlins as Sanderson doesn't have his stick. And it will be a roughing call, and the Capitals will have a 5-on-3 for a minute 18. Garrett Arnold is going to go to the penalty box. I didn't see exactly what happened, but Sanderson's stick went flying across. And it results in another penalty against the Mitchell Marlins to now be 5-on-3 here for the Hawaii Capitals with a minute 18. 11:20 to go here in the second period. Face-off was dropped. Fanning on a clearing attempt. Beck then shot it wide. The Marlins had an opportunity to clear it right away, but could not. Grease now. Behind the net, Beck. He'll wait. Back for Grease to the near side. Pass goes for Sanderson. He scores! Sanderson with a hat trick. 5-0 with 11:02 to go, and there's still a minute 42 to go on the next power play for the Caps. They're 2 for 2 now on the power play. And Sanderson, who has the first, third, and fifth goal of the game for the Caps, have given them a 5-0 lead, and now 1 goal away from starting a continuous clock, or the run time, here with the 11 minutes to play in the second period. Here is Jaron Beck. Behind the net it goes, and around Carbonneau will take it. Carbonneau lost the puck, though, and now back the other way come the Mitchell Marlins. Gross-Didier in, thinking short-handed. Instead, he lost the puck, couldn't get a shot away. Now Grease goes up for Burnt, who's thinking offense as well in this power play. Beck tried to toe drag, couldn't get to the puck in time. Back Carbonneau. Good pass over for Sanderson. Grease and Beck get the assists on the goal. Coming in front, and Carbonneau couldn't stuff it in. Good hand dive from Grease, but the bouncing puck will come out of the zone. And now the Caps go right back in. Grease, another chance. He starts to move it in with 55 to go on the power play. Back for Carbonneau, winds up, and he fans on a slapper. And it will come out of the play, or come out of the zone. And the Caps players razzing Carbonneau just a little bit with a 5-0 lead. A little bit easier to razz your teammate. He had a big windup and just fanned on the slap shot. He's probably going to get another chance at some point here. Howard nearly was hooked. That pass was tipped, bounced tight. Now Grease is in. Grease got around one man, got around Loftman. Pass for Sanderson, looking for his fourth, and he busts the water bottle and scores. And it's 6-0. Took the lid right off the water bottle. And Yerke's going to go back around the boards to pick up the water bottle, who probably doesn't have any water left in it. They're going to give him a new water bottle. 6-0. Sanderson's got his fourth. That was impressive. 3 for 3 the power play. And with 9:36 to go, Carter Sanderson has made it 6-0. Unbelievable. Got the shots, got it off the water bottle, off the lid to take the lid off. And it's 6-0. We have a run time now here in this game. Grayson Hunsley for the Capitals. He is back in. That one is high. Grease has got 3 assists. Sanderson with 4 goals. There's a pass that goes through the slot. There's another chance for Hunsley, and then coming back for the rebound is John Lyons, and he scores to make it 7-0 with 9:07 to go. And the Caps are starting to unload here on the Mitchell Marlins. Hunsley should get the assist. And the Caps now in the last 2 minutes have scored 3 goals and lead at 7-0. And the clock will run and continue to run as John Lyons now back in after scoring that goal. Lyons with his 5th goal of the season. Here is Keenan Howard. Devin Dodson behind the nets. Dodson will get the assist as well. Howard, Hunsley with a shot and a right pad save made by Yerke. So Dodson and Hunsley get their first points of the game. That is the 4th assist of the season for Dodson. There's a shot from Howard, and that one is blocked up. Hunsley picked up his first assist of the season. There's a shot again from Dodson and a good save from Yerke. And that will go all the way down. Carter Scholes will let it go, and they end up calling that an icing. I think they would have taken a couple icings of that yesterday. Didn't get those calls, but they get icing on this one with 8:06 to go and counting here in the second period. Caps have scored 4 second-period goals. The amount of goals that they scored here in the second period was nearly about the time it took for them to get that first shot of the game back in the first period. They scored their 4th goal of the period with 9:07 left to go. There was nearly 9 minutes left to go in the period when they finally got their first shots in the game. 7:35 and counting to go here. Caps are called for an offside. This is what the doctor ordered for the Oahe Capitals. A Mitchell Marlin team, yes, they won their first game over the Huron All-Stars, so they're feeling pretty confident, a lot more confident than they probably had been in the last several games. Here's Schweitzer in. He throws that one wide. But with where the Marlins sit in the standings, what the Capitals want to do, here's Burt with a shot off the crossbar, and it goes out of play. Went off the crossbar and went all the way out from the near side. So it'll be another offensive zone face-off here for the Capitals. But after that, after the Caps lost those last 2 games to the Rangers, you don't want it to escape to a 3-game losing streak. And this Marlins team is just the unfortunate team that had to take on the Oahe Capitals after those 2 losses. Here's Pites that's going to gain some speed into the zone. There's a shot. Save is made by Scholes off of Burnt. It didn't bounce too far away from Burnt because he was able to clear it over in the corner. One hand on his stick, and out of the zone it goes from Schweitzer to Herman. Herman trying to push it along. They get guys battling up. Herman lost his stick. And now back the other way. Tyson Sabers in. He throws it to the net, but shot it wide. Pites trying to pass it back over for Sabers. Went off of a skate. Pites again. Ryan Wadeen steps in front. And Wadeen a pass out of the zone off the skates of Herman, but he intercepts a pass from Loftman. And now Herman, he'll try and swing it behind the nets all the way around. One hand on the stick protecting the puck. Plays it back to the far side. And from behind the cage, Schweitzer couldn't get a pass in front with Carbonneau at the doorstep. And back in are the Marlins. 5:40 left to go here in the second period. That one at the net. Burt trying to rob it like he was trying to rob a home run over the fence to try and keep it in play. So we get a whistle with 5:30 left to go here in the second period. Looked like a center fielder. I guess maybe, yeah, it could be a center fielder. That fence kind of hooking around. Looked like a center fielder trying to rob a home run. Would have been a home run if that was the case. Unable to bring it back in the field of play, the ice. And the Caps now ice it with 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Our next hockey broadcast will be next week Saturday, as the Oahe Capital Lady Caps will be out in Rapid City to take on the Rushmore Thunder. We'll have that one for you from Rapid City next week Saturday. 4:40 will start coverage. 5 o'clock is a puck drop. Central time, that is. Central time. There's a shot off the goalpost. off the outside of the goalpost. Scholes had that one hugged cleanly. And now Scholes will go back to make sure that the net's still on its moorings. Jace Anderson out there, Aiden Anderson out there. Keenan Howard. Anderson goes down. Howard trying to avoid a couple of checks. Trying to dump it in as Carter Hone. And he will finally dump it in, but it's played quickly by Howard, and it was delayed offside by the Marlins. Now Floor from the neutral zone. Pass over, Aiden Anderson. And now Anderson plays it back off the wall, where it was taken by the Capitals. Now here's Aiden Anderson again, but he had his stick lifted by Loftman. And back the other way, Loftman will chip into the zone. Alex McIntyre is out there for the Caps. He's looking for his first points of the season. That fourth line for the Capitals. And now going the other way, come the Caps. Carter Gordon with a wrister. That one is a save by Yerke, and we get a whistle with 3:35 left to go here in the second period. 27-14 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals, and they lead it 7-0. Ashton Grease on the faceoff. It is one. Yerke will cover for a whistle. With now 3:10 to go. And again, the clock continues to run with the Caps leading 7-0. Sanderson off the faceoff win. There's a long shot right in the breadbasket of Yerke. He'll get another whistle with 2:57 left to go here in the second period. Caps have scored 4 times here in the second period. They're doubling up the shots, 28-14. Beeser with a shot, and another right pad save made by Yerke. Out of the zone, Jace Anderson will touch it up. I think he thought the last second not to touch it up, but it will be an offside. With 2:30 left to go here in the second period. Grease and Elfstrand. It's won by Grease. Beck, offside are the Caps, as both Grease and Sanderson were offside. This was the first period, be a little bit more frustrating because of the lack of play and action, but with a 7-0 lead and the clock running, there's nothing wrong about it at all. Here's Grease on the face-off win, got it over to Sanderson. He's looking for his 5th of the game. That one comes in, and Yerke makes another save. We get another whistle. We've probably played about maybe 7. I would say there's about 7 face-offs. We had maybe about 20 seconds in between those 7 face-offs. But we've taken almost 2.5 minutes off the clock with the clock running in a 7-0 lead. There's a face-off. That's going to be covered by Yerke again. Let's do it another time. The clock's going to run out before we have another chance to actually get into the flow of this game here in the second period. Here's another face-off that is taken by the Marlins, but back for Jay Sanderson. Able to hold the zone and bouncing puck. He's able to swat it over. From Beck to Grease. Behind the net, Grease trying to come in front. It was sticked away by the Marlins. And now be played around. McIntyre over for Grease. Now Beck again. Beck looking. Beestrom came cutting into the slots. Good pass for Grease. Over for McIntyre, but it was blocked up by the Marlins. 50 seconds left to go here in the second period. Hone throws it in on net. Scholes made the save from outside the blue line. Now here's Beestrom. Beck is in. Leaves it for McIntyre. McIntyre with a shot, and that one goes off of a skate. Goes wide. Grease trying to stuff it in. Yerke was able to get around. Grease trying to the other side, and it still comes out free. McIntyre was in front another time, but it will come out the other way for the Mitchell Marlins. Denny in. Shot and a save made by Scholes with 18 to go in the period. 30-16 in shots in favor of the Caps. And Beck trying to get the puck out of the zone. It will come out, and now McIntyre trying to flip it up, and he takes a hard check. But back out of the zone it goes with 3 seconds to go. Here is Grease with 1 second left. His shot, and Yerke made the save as time expires. 7-0 is their score here at the end of 2 periods. The Caps out shooting the Marlins 31-16. 4 second period goals by the Capitals. 4 goals in the game by Carter Sanderson, as we'll talk with head coach Steve Steele. As the Caps have that 7-0 lead. Well, Coach, we talked about it before the game, and this was a game to kind of take from yesterday and last Sunday, get out of your mind, and kind of get a fresh start. 4 second-period goals in that second period to take a 7-0 lead, kind of what the doctor ordered here.
Yeah, we talked a lot about trying to find that confidence shooting the puck, and you're seeing that today. I mean, man, those couple of Carter's goals are goal-scorer goals. I mean, those are shots that you don't even try and locate there, most kids, because you don't have any confidence. A water bottle shot, especially one that, pretty eloquently just exploded the water bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't even a water bottle shot. I mean, that was one that quite literally exploded. It was beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before. And again, like I said, that one and the other one both hit that upper net, between the crossbar and the back bar. And those are shots that, I mean, you don't see those a lot, So, I mean, that's really good to see him shooting with that kind of confidence and, getting some other goals chipping in from the lower lines as well.
Yeah, Lions, Hunsley, and Dotson. Lions got the goal. Hunsley and Dotson with the assist. Good to see that whole line get into that scoring, into that score on that goal from Lions.
Yeah, and the puck movement's been very, very good. I think the guys have done a great job just continuing to move their feet, moving the puck around, and we were a little bit worried initially, just of the emotional letdown after a game like last night, and it hasn't been there. So very proud of the guys through two.
Yeah, and Carter Scholes, I talked with him after the first period. He made the first 4 saves. It took you a while to get your first shot on net. You had shots, but not a shot on net in the first several minutes. But Scholes did a good job of holding things down while the guys got things figured out.
Yeah, and we gave him a couple bad chances right away. Probably in the first half of that first period, and he stood tall there, and he's done a good job, and he saved a couple breakaways. A couple of their guys, I mean, they got a couple kids with wheels, that I think our guys just underestimated with their angles and got beat, and he bailed them out those times, and he's done a great job back there.
So now going into the third period, we talked about expanding all your energy and not and emptying the tank. But you got a 7-0 lead. Obviously, you don't want guys to go soft because that's when guys get hurt. But what's the plan going in the third period to make sure you come away with the at least a 7-goal win? You want to win that period, but make sure guys are staying healthy. And I guess maybe there's not as much concern about guys not being fatigued at the end of this game.
Yeah, there's not a major challenge in terms of the fatigue factor right now. I mean, the biggest message is, we challenged the kids the first period. Let's go win the period. Let's not have any penalties. We challenged them the second period. Let's go win the period. Let's not have any penalties. And we're 2 for 2 right now. So, that's going to be the same challenge. We want to come out and win this period, and we want to come out and we want to play hockey where we're not letting our emotions get a hold of us. So we've done that twice. We need to do it one more time.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the third period. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, John.
Head coach Steve Steele, the Oahe Capitals lead at 7-0 at the end of 2 periods, 31-16 in shots in favor of the Caps over the Mitchell Marlins. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll give you those stats from the second period. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Tuesday, the Sully Butte Charger boys will hit their home court for a tough contest. You can catch on Country 95.3 FM. This is D.T. Meyer. The Chargers will host the talented Ipswich Tigers. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:15 with the pregame to start at 7. The Ipswich Tigers and Sully Butte Chargers. Boys basketball Tuesday night on your home for Charger sports. Country 95.3 FM, peercountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here, as the Hawaii Capitals lead at 7-0 at the end of 2 periods. With Spencer Kelly back at the station, John McClure here on this Sunday evening. Glad you're with us. Caps have a 7-0 lead as they were a scoring machine in the second period with 4 goals. Keenan Howard got the first one. Sanderson, and Lyons made it 7-0 for the Caps. 3 of those goals came on the power play. They're 3 for 3 on the power play so far, as they've made the Marlins pay every time they've gone to the box so far here tonight. Sanderson with those 4 goals. Grease, he's got 3 assists. Beck's got 2 assists. Hunsley and Dodson each with an assist. And Burns and Howard and Lyons all have goals for the Hawaii Capitals so far. Caps are out shooting the Marlins 31-16 in the game. Carter Scholes is looking for a second shutout of the season. He's got 17 minutes remaining for that one, and 17 minutes with a 17 minutes remaining, but there is no there won't be a stoppage of clocks because of the run time that the game is in, with a 7-0 advantage for the Hawaii Capitals. Again, our next broadcast for hockey will be next Saturday when the Hawaii Lady Caps will travel out to Rapid City. We'll have it for you as they take on the Rushmore Thunder next week Saturday with a 4:40 pregame, 5 o'clock puck drop on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. That, again, is also going to be, that is Central Time. Also, want to give a shout out to the Carmino family again, watching it from afar and watching around the world, as we have folks watching from Grand Cayman. So great to see, great to hear that we've got an audience outside of the United States as well. That's a lot of fun. And of course, you can always comment on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports in the chats, and as we, I guess depending on what you say, I'll give you a shout out. You might say something to it. I might still give you a shout out, just won't repeat what you're saying. The Caps, they'll lead it to 7-0 at the end of 2 periods. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of the second intermission. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Tuesday night, the Pierre Governor boys basketball team will be on the road to face Class A powerhouse Winter Warriors, and KCCR will be there for the call. This is KCCR Sports Director John Winkler, and the Pierre Governors and Winter Warriors will meet up in a battle of top teams in their respective classes early in the season. It's the lone Class A game of the season for Pierre, and they look for a big win. Coverage will start around 7:25 with tip-off around 7:45 from Winter High School. The Pierre Governors and Winter Warriors boys high school basketball Tuesday night on KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
It is a 7-0 lead for the Oahe Capitals over the Mitchell Marlins at the end of two periods. As we welcome you back in here for the second intermission, the Oahe Lady Capitals, again, they tied 3-3 to the Huron All-Stars here this evening as they were unable to pick up that win against the All-Stars. It was a 3-2 lead for the Caps, but it was a goal scored with about 7 minutes to play, under 7 minutes to play, that the Huron All-Stars were able to score. Sarah Byrne, Olivia Swenson, and Katie Reese. The Caps actually had a 3-0 lead in that game, and the All-Stars came back. Kylie Small scored twice, and Jolie Carrillo came back and tied the game up 3-3, and that was how that game ended. The Lady Caps on their second tie of the season as they've tied both Yankton and Huron with an overtime loss also to the Brookings Rangers. Caps have a 7-0 lead. Boys varsity wise have a 7-0 lead right now here at the end of two periods. We step aside and come back for the third period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt at Riverfront Broadcasting Station and the Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we are back here for the third period and the Oahe Capitals lead at 7-0. We have 17 minutes on the clock, and it is going to be starting 5-on-5 here for the Caps. Looking to finish off a win and move to 8-3 on the season. The Marlins would fall to 1-7-1. We're underway here in the third period as Aiden Anderson, Alex McIntyre, Carden Gordon are out there here for the Oahe Capitals. Keenan Howard and Jaden Floor on defense. It'll be taken by the Marlins. Into the zone it goes. Floor gets hit. So he tried to make a hit as well and ends up going down. Now Gordon and Aiden Anderson are in. Gordon trying to get a shot away. Had his stick lifted the last second. Now the Marlins here at the blue line is held in. Here's McIntyre with a shot. So that one is off of a skate, off the shin pad actually of one of the Marlins players. And fanning on a clearing attempt of the Marlins again. McIntyre plays it over for Gordon, trying to swipe at it. Behind the net it goes here for the Marlins. Out of the zone it comes, Jaden Floor. He will turn and give for McIntyre. McIntyre chips it along, but the Marlins have it. Now across it goes, held in by Grease. We'll see how this top line, how long the top line, how many shifts they're going to get here in this third period. Onto the ice, the top line will come. Good stick lift there from Grease, and now Beck and Grease and Sanderson are off and in the offensive end. Beck pulls up. Back behind the net it goes, and around to the corner it comes for Sanderson. Coming to the blue line, Floor fanned on the first chance, and now Floor has it again. Goes it for Grease, comes across. Beck couldn't get a shot away. Might have handcuffed him on the pass attempt. Now Howard and Sanderson are both chasing after it, and a good stick there from Sanderson, who had fallen to the ice. Elstrand lost the stick, and then he lost his footing. And now back the other way. Beck in, off, onside. Grease off of his stick, and then trying to be was sticked away by Yerke. Then there's a bouncing puck that was blocked up by Denny and nearly rolled up on Yerke. Beck turns, now for Grease, trying to come in front. Comes back over for now Sanderson. And Sanderson swings at it. Grease across for Beck. And he couldn't find his way to it, but Yerke's way out of his nets. He comes back in front and just couldn't quite get it. Was Beck to the front of the nets. Sanderson now. Shot that goes wide of the glove side. Beck has it another time. He'll try and throw it to the net. That's blocked up. It'll be played back behind again. Trying to get it back to Beck. And now Burns. Couldn't hold that zone for much longer as the Marlins will finally carry it out. McDaly trying to run into Burns, and he took the worst of it. Both Burns and Daly were tangled up. There's that loose stick that's still in the corner of the ice from Elstrand. He didn't pick it up when he left the zone. Here's Ashton Grease. In, shot goes wide, rebound chance, and it was fanned on by, I believe, Beestrom. There's a shot again. And now Beestrom goes down. He lost a stick. He was holding on to one of the Marlins sticks, and a couple guys lost sticks. Grease and Beestrom have to go back to pick up their sticks. Beestrom had the Marlins player's stick in his hand, thinking that was his for a sec. He didn't tug at it, but he just thought that maybe that was his. Realized it was not. Now here's John Lyons in. Lyons with 1 goal so far, lost the handle of it, but he'll come back to him in the corner. Back outs, and then a couple of big checks that have knocked Beestrom to the ground, but back up he goes as Jace Anderson. He came out of the zone, and it'll be offside. Beestrom nearly got sandwiched. Actually, it was Dodson, I believe, that got sandwiched. Carter Scholes will slide the stick over to Elstrand. We already got 13:15 to go here in the third period. So if you had plans at 6:30, You can probably get to those plans by still finishing listening to the game here. Because this game will be done and over with, should be by about 6:20 at this point. Here is John Lyons. That'll be played by the Marlins. That pass knocked down. Good play there by Grayson Hunsley. On the back end, flipped out by Hunsley. He's been good today. Hunsley with assists along with Dotson on that Lions goal. Grayson Hunsley has done the little things right. Here's the Marlins, and there's a chance and a save made by Scholes. The net comes off his moorings, and Carter Scholes got from the left to the right post to make the save. With 12:23 to go, and again, the clock will continue to run as the net is being replaced. 32-17 in shots in favor of the Capitals. 7-0 is our score. Anderson plays it around. From the near side, there's a pass that goes through the slots and missing everybody for the Marlins. Now up for Barrett Schweitzer, then go 3-on-2 into the zone. Here come the Capitals in, kicking it along. There's a backhander from Carbonneau and a save made by Yerke. And he slides in, and he was taken down, but he slid in right underneath the face of Yerke. Sure, they exchange addresses for Christmas cards next year. They're a long way from Christmas, but you never know. Christmas card might be coming their way. Barrett Schweitzer behind the net, the Marlins. Off the boards, Hunsley at the blue line. Delayed offside, the Caps will tag up and are good to be back in the zone where Carbonneau was able to fight off Elfstrand. Got a piece of the puck, and then Schweitzer couldn't find the centering pass after it was blocked up. And it will be put in the Marlins bench by Mitchell. Or at least maybe it was off of a Capital player and in the bench. With 11 minutes to go, because the faceoff will come out of the zone. From the near side, neutral zone, it'll be taken. Aiden Anderson and Tanner Pites. One by Anderson. Hunsley will dump it in off of one of the Marlins players. That went off of McDaly. Now Anderson again. And pass. Jace Anderson will hold it in. Back behind the net, Daniel Loftman. Pites, fans on a pass. Carter Gordon had it. Gets it over for Jace Anderson, but it will come out of the zone. Aiden Anderson with the big hits. And now Jace Anderson back here for Hunsley. Flipped up, McIntyre, sticked by Aiden Anderson. Into the zone it goes. Knocked down by Jace Anderson. Anderson goes up for McIntyre. And it'll be played back in by the Mitchell Marlins. But it was offside, and we get another whistle. With 10 minutes to go and counting here in the third period. Caps lead at 7-0. 33-17 in shots. 4 goals for Carter Sanderson. Another goal from Dre Burns, Keenan Howard, and John Lyons. As Sanderson with now 20 goals in the season. Grease with his 21st assist. Grease is in. His shot and a save made. Good glove save there by Drake Yerke. Another whistle with 9:20 to go here in the third period. Sanderson now with 20 goals on the season with his 4 tonight. Grease with 3 assists, got 21 assists now on the season. Beck's up to 13 assists on the year. He's got 17 points with his 4 goals. And a lot of points have been on the board for the Oahe Capitals as they scored 7 times here tonight and lead at 7-0. Howard, that pass deflected. Jaron Beck plays it up. McIntyre on the top line now with Ashton Grease. Pass goes over for McIntyre. Could not find the handle to it. Loftman lost his stick, but taken by Elfstrand. And be played around now here for Reimnitz. Floor holds his own. That shot off the stick of McIntyre goes wide. With 8:30 to go here in the third period. There's McIntyre again. Fans on the shot attempt. Now McIntyre will turn. And Alex McIntyre plays it back. They're giving it back to McIntyre, trying to get him to take the shot. Floor winds up with a hard shot that is blocked up. Now here is Howard. Dotson steps on the ice for McIntyre. Pass back for Howard on the back end. And that one goes wide on the side of the cage. Hard around the boards it goes. Grease will hold the zone. He'll start to walk it in. Pass goes in front and off the side of the net from Howard. Goes back, Beck, backhander through the blue paints. Now here's Grease again. He'll turn. His shot save is made. The rebound is loose, and it'll be cleaned away by the Marlins. Big check from Jaden Floor, and then finally iced by the Marlins with 7:42 to go here in the third period. There's a big, good shift there from the Oahe Capitals. As now the line of Dotson, Lyons, and Hunsley are on. Burnt and Ryan Wadeen, the defenseman. 7:20 to go here in the third period. The Mitchell Marlins out of their own zone and into the neutral zone. Trying to carry it in the offensive end, but unable to. Second opportunity. Lucas Yerke is able to throw it in. That is going to be, nope, it's going to be touched by the Marlins, so they're going to wave off icing. And it'll be played up the boards. Here is Connor Hone. Into the zone it goes. Here for Tyson Sabers. Hone again, Sabers. He fans on that shot attempt. And now Devin Dotson. He's going to carry it into the offensive end. Swings wide, throws it to the net. Save is made. The rebound is loose in front. Trying to stuff it in. There's a penalty coming up on the Mitchell Marlins for a rough with 6:27 to go here in the third period. And we'll get the penalty up on the board here momentarily. A rough is called. As we'll wait to get the time up there on the clock. They're waiting as pretty much as long as they possibly can, as it will be Josh Grossteed here in the penalty box. Excuse me, Garrett Arnold in the penalty box. So Arnold is in, his second penalty of the game. The Caps already down to 145 in the power play by the time the puck was dropped. And now Dre Burnt. Burnt is in the offensive end. He'll fake the pass to Dawson. Trying to throw it in front. Will be played back around. That one comes through from Lyons. But back here for Burnt another time. Caps are 3 for 3 in the power play so far. Burnt waits, his shot's blocked. Dodson, though, plays it back to Burnt at the point. Pitch and catch with Dodson now down low. Goes across. Lyons trying to put it in front. Unable to get it over to the front. Here is now Dodson with a shot that comes right to him. The puck came right to him. And then Dodson's shot goes, a save made by Yerke. I don't know how he was able to get over there and make that save. But he does cover for the whistle with 55 left to go here in the third period. And 4:55 left to play. And again, the clock continues to run, so there's now 45 seconds left in the power play. They do have that top unit out there, along with Grayson Hunsley and Jace Anderson. Let's say they have the top unit out there. A little mixed match of the top unit. Beck, Grease, and McIntyre, the other ones out. Here is now Grease in. Grease trying to throw it in front. Jace Anderson to play it. Now here's Beck. Beck will wait. He'll turn with it. Beck to the face-off circle, and the dot in the shot and a glove save made by Yerke. Popped high up in the air, where now Grease will take it again. Throws it across. Beck was on the doorstep just a little bit too far for him to punch it in. 4 seconds to go. Here is Hunsley. He'll wait. Try to throw it on net. It's blocked up, and then it'll be out of the zone. Arnold comes out, knocked down by Hunsley, and now Arnold has to wait for his teammate Mick Daly to check back up. And now Arnold is pinned to the boards by Jace Anderson. And then Arnold flips it around to the near side it goes with 3:50 to play here in the third period. 7-0 is their score. Caps dominating their way to a victory here. 7-0. 4 goals in the second period. Grease tapped it off the boards to himself. And then he is hit. He lost his stick. His stick went flying up in the air. I think his elbow might have been hit. Then Beck will play it around here for Jace Anderson. Anderson walks. His shot blocked up. Grease comes in front to him. And a save made by Yerke off of his chance. The Marlins back out of their own end. Grease stole it away. Herman and Schweitzer back out there. Hunsley will play it over. Anderson. Carbonneau got on the ice. Well, that would have been very, very, very close to being too many men if that puck would have got to Carbonneau, because Grease was not quite off the ice yet. Anderson up the boards. Carbonneau now over for Herman. His pass goes right in front of Schweitzer, but a little bit too hard for him as he was maybe a step in front of him. And then flipped up. Nice job by Hunsley to hold the zone. Good stick there by Hunsley. Good glove by Hunsley. And his shot got all the way through where it was a save made. There's a jumping play from Jace Anderson to knock down the puck. But it was taken by the Marlins and dumped back in with 2:24 to go here in the third period. Around the boards on the far side, Keller Herman. Pites through the blue paint. 17 shots for the Marlins. 17 saves so far for Carter Scholes, with 2:10 left to go. Jace Anderson back over. Scholes and Duffy both with a shutout so far in the season. There's a shot that goes wide. Scholes is now under 2 minutes away from his second of the season. That is flipped up into the neutral zone. And it'll be in here for the Mitchell Marlins and Levi Loken, but he lost it to Floor. Caps are in the midst of a change. They're trying to change everybody around here. Coming front, and they shot another save made by Yerke. Got in front was Dotson. There's another chance, and Sanderson. A save is made by Yerke with a whistle with 1:24 to go here in the third period. So Carter Scholes will win his third game of the season. The Caps will have won 8 times. They've done it with 3 different goalies. Scholes and Duffy with 3 wins each. Colin Lee with 2 wins. And the save percentages of all 3 are pretty darn good. There's a backhander and a save made for another whistle with 1 minute to play here in the third period. Colin Lee in his 2 games, he's got a 1 goal against average. Gave up a goal in each of those 2 wins, a .926 save percentage. Kieran Duffy has got an .887 save percentage, and Carter Scholes' percentage will go up from .873 after making all 17 saves to this point, and with 38 seconds away. So the Marlins are trying to get one man back. That one popped high up. It goes all the way down. Keenan Howard nearly lost it behind the nets. 24 seconds to go. And it comes around. They're on towards the net. It's directed. That might have been a high stick, but with 15 seconds left to go, the Capitals right now, their main mission is to get this puck out of the zone. That one's actually going to go in the net and out of play. And that should do it here. 7 seconds to go. The Marlins are making their way back, and that will do it for the Hawaii Capitals to pick up a 7-0 win. Carter Scholes, his second shutout of the season. 42 shots for the Caps, 17 for the Marlins, and a 7-0 win for the Hawaii Capitals here this evening. They are now 8-3 on the year. Back with the post game after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pier.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pier, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pier, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt, assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here into the Expo Center and in the post-game show, the Oahe Capitals win it 7-0 over the Mitchell Marlins. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele here in the post-game as you get a big 7-0 win. I mean, nothing changed after, and hardly anything changed in the third period in terms of the shots that you gave up from the second to the third period, because you gave up 16 through the two periods. You gave up 1 in the third period. Carter Scholes gets a shutout, and while he wasn't really tested in the third period, he played really well. He earned every bit of the shutout for a second one of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that first period, like I said, that first half of the first period, I mean, they came out with a lot of juice and a lot of fire, and they got some great A opportunities. They had a couple breakaways. I think their leading scorer had a breakaway there that he was able to stop, and kind of once we kind of weathered that storm and kind of started building our own offense, then I think they kind of ran out of gas there.
Well, we do know also that I can't distract the goalies and take them out of their game. Since he talked to me after the first period, I didn't do anything to hinder him. That was my biggest fear talking to a goalie, is taking them out of the game. But it's safe to say that I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have anything to do with this shutout, but I didn't have anything to hurt his chances of a shutout.
Yeah, and that may or may not have been a part of the conversation in the locker room of, hey, we let's make sure we don't give up a lot of shots going forward. We definitely broke some routine here, so let's make sure we're really shoring up the defensive zone. So we had your back too.
Okay, well I appreciate that. It makes me feel a lot better. But Carter Sanderson with those 4 goals, we talked about it in the second intermission. He broke a water bottle. It's never fun for a goalie to have to go retrieve his water bottle. It's never fun that he has to go get a new water bottle after someone scores on him. Yeah,
and I said that was just a cool moment, because he said I'm trying to think back if that ever happened while I was playing. I don't know that happened while I was playing, and it hasn't happened while I was coaching until today. So it's not a everyday occurrence. It's one of those special things that, because it doesn't happen, you remember it really very vividly. The tongue twister when it happens.
Well, now you get a chance for a full weekend of some rest, a chance to go over some different things. What's the week going to look like for you guys going into an off week? You get the full weekend before you then have to worry about the rest of the season after this.
Yeah, this week we can really kind of break down and focus on some of the skills that we see that we're lacking a little bit or need to improve and hone up on in film. This week's going to be a lot of skill development, not so much scheme, because we're not really game planning for anybody at this point. And then, that week after, we'll get back into the routine.
Is it good to have this kind of a break? Do you like the fact that you guys get this opportunity, especially here in January? You probably don't want it at the middle of February and then have another week off before you go to this varsity state tournament. But is this a good timing to have it?
Yeah, I think it kind of splits it up perfect. I said it's essentially the halfway point of the season. I know we've played it. That was our 11th game. But it's basically the halfway point of the season, so you kind of have that opportunity to step back, heal up those bumps and bruises a little bit, and refocus heading into the second half.
Oh, now 8-3 on the season, able to end that 2-game losing streak. He's got to feel good. That third period, it was straight 17 minutes. I mean, there was nothing really. Had a penalty, one shot against you. You end up with 11 shots, but didn't need to score in that third period. But was this a game that you had envisioned saying this is what we need to do to get ourselves in the right spot after those 2 losses?
It was. Again, our challenge, we talked about it after the second period that, we wanted to win the period and we wanted to stay out of the penalty box. And, obviously we tied the third period, but we stayed out of the penalty box for an entire game. And, we told our guys, we don't think that there's going to be a better 5-on-5 hockey team than you guys in the state. And that was the separator when we played Brookings in both games. Their first game in Brookings last weekend, they had 2 power play goals and a penalty shot, which is an essential power play goal. They won by 3. That's the separator. Yesterday they had 2 power play goals. I think only 2. And so we're right there if you take out playing on the power or playing shorthanded against a good power play. So, that really showed our guys that, what we're capable of doing when we play 5-on-5.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy your weekend off and not having to talk to me for the entire week.
Yeah, it sounds good.
You will talk to me on Coach's Corner on Wednesday, so you don't get that lucky yet.
Yeah, yet.
Yeah, yet.
That's okay.
Coach Steve Steele, I appreciate it. Coach, Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, John.
Head Coach Steve Steele, the Caps win it 7-0 over the Mitchell Marlins as he'll enjoy that weekend next weekend with the Caps having an opportunity to have a little bit of a break. But we will be on the air next Saturday for Hawaii Hockey as they will take on the Rushmore Thunder. We'll have that one for you. 4:40 we'll start coverage. 5 o'clock we'll have puck drop as the Lady Caps will take on the Rushmore Thunder out in Rapid City. That is Central Time. Again, Central Time for that game. Our next broadcast, my next broadcast, and I guess DT's next broadcast too, we'll talk about both of them, will be Tuesday nights as DT will have a game up in Oneida. Sully Beach Charger boys will be in action. I'll have the boys game on Tuesday for Pier basketball as they'll be down in Winter. We'll have that one for you a little bit later than normal as the tip-off time is right around 7:45 for the varsity game, so we're going to be a little bit later than the normal time that we have the 7 o'clock tip-offs, but we'll be on the air right around 7:15-ish, 7:25-ish as the Pier Governors will take on the Winter Warriors in boys basketball. I want to say thanks to Spencer Kelly back at the station as the Hawaii Capitals. Again, we've already gone through pretty much the scoring total because we went through it after the second period. There was nothing in the third period, but it was Sanderson with 4 goals, Dre Burnt with 1 goal, Keenan Howard with a goal, and then John Lyons with a goal to get 7-0. Ashton Grease finished with 3 assists. Jaron Beck had 2 assists. Then Grayson Hunsley and Devin Dodson each with an assist on the John Lyons goal to finish out a 7-0 win for the Hawaii Capitals here this evening. Again, thanks to Spencer Kelly back at the station. John Winkler here signing off as the Hawaii Capitals. They win it 7-0 over the Mitchell Marlins as we say goodnight from the Expo Center.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals Hockey is brought to you in part by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, Hermanson Endodontics, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics. Join us all season long for both boys and girls varsity action on your home for Caps Hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special